Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on when you are watching this video. Yeah, this is David, CH Educational Consultant. So now, this video is meant for you to know how to know your subject combination. You want to know your subject combination for both JAM and both O level. Now, you want to know your subject combination for your O level results. There are things to do. First of all, you will click on the PDF. I'm going to show you how to get the PDF. First of all, once you click on the PDF, you have entered the PDF. You are going to check it like this. There are list of program name. What does it mean by program name? That is the courses. The name of the programs. That is the courses. The faculty, there is faculty, different faculty and the courses under. You understand? So you are going to check the subject combination for your own particular course. So now let's check now. How do we know your own? Let's say you are studying, let's just go and choose a random course. Let's use mass communication now, for example now. Let's say I'm studying mass communication. I pick mass communication in JAM. How will I know that okay, this mass communication I choose the right subject in JAM? Because if you peradventure write JAM finish and you choose a wrong subject combination for JAM, for mass communication in JAM, I'm so sorry, you will not get your admission. You will not get your admission. It's not possible. You can't get the admission if you pick a wrong subject combination in your JAM. So now, to confirm if you pick a wrong subject combination in your JAM, you cannot just know the O level subject combination before checking if you reach the JAM on. You understand? So now, those of you that might ask, okay, which subject combination can I use for with this JAM score? All of you bring your head here. Both of you that want to know whether you write the same, you write the correct, you got the correct, you write the correct JAM subject combination. Now, let's use mass comm for example now. Imagine now, it is mass comm you choose now. You want to know if you wrote the correct JAM subject combination now. You click on the PDF, then it will take you to the PDF. You look for your particular course, then you are going to see two options. You are going to see subjects. Anytime you have looked at the particular course you pick, you will look at the subjects and you are going to look at the O level subjects. Now let me explain. What does it mean by subjects? This subject is UTME. What does it mean by UTME? UTME is JAM. What does it mean by UTME? JAM. So this first subject here means JAM subject combination. You understand? JAM subject combination. Then this O level is the O level subject combination. In school, when you are coming to Fuoye, Fuoye is going to ask you for just 5 O level results. What does it mean by O level? O level is your WAEC, NECO or NAPTAP. So these are your secondary school certificates, secondary school examination. You understand? O level is your secondary school examination. That is your WAEC, NECO and NAPTAP. So the school is going to ask you for your O level results. And inside the O level result, they only need 5. And you must bring out the 5. The 5 must have A, B, C. There's nothing like D, there's nothing like E, and there's nothing like F. If you did not have A, you must have B. If you do not have B, you must have C. You understand? But if you have D, you can't study the particular course. You will change course to a course that will not accept the subject combination of the one that you are studying, that you choose firstly. So now let me explain now. We want to check the JAM subject combination now. Let's say I choose mass communication. Let's say I choose mass communication now. This is number 1, mass communication now. UTME major, the first option is subject. This subject is this JAM subject combination. So now UTME major, First of all now, as you are sitting down watching the video or anywhere you are doing what anything you are doing, come to your mind, do you remember that when you are writing JAMB they said English is compulsory? Even though you are not seeing it in this PDF, just know that English is compulsory. You understand? So mass communication, English is compulsory, English is number one. You have done it in school. Then literature is number two. They are showing you on the PDF what is compulsory. Literature is compulsory. They did not put the English well because it's general for everybody. So the compulsory subject for mass communication is literature in English. That is why it's called major. Major, UTME major. Literature in English. So somebody that want to write mass communication will pick English, that is number one. Then literature in English two. Then another two subjects. Now let's go on to the minor. What does it mean by minor? Minor is not compulsory. So major is compulsory, so you must pick that particular course. You understand? Whether you know the course or you do not know it, or it's simple, it's not simple, it is compulsory for that course you want to pick. You will pick it. Some people say, I know I like government than civic, or I like civic pass government. And let's say you like civic pass government now, and government is hard for you, and they now put government as compulsory. You must do that government, you are not doing civic. Let's say you say, oh, I hate physics, I only know biology, and they put physics as compulsory subject. You must do physics. You must do physics. So now, this is mass communication now. How do you know your subject combination? You click on the PDF, you check the course, then you check the UTME subject. This is the subject. Then the UTME major. Major means compulsory. Now, English is number one. English is number one. English, you write it down. English. Number two is literature. Then the next one now, we have only seen two courses that is compulsory. English and literature. Now we want to look for the remaining two to add to it now. Minor, what does it mean by minor? These are subject that is not compulsory at all. It's not compulsory at all. This minor are subject that is not compulsory at all. Is not and never compulsory. You can just add it to your remaining two subjects. You understand? You cannot pick maybe okay, okay, I've already picked literature and English. Let me just see. Let me pick no. Let me pick government, Jerry. No, let me pick CRS. You understand? Let me see if CRS is there. Yeah, Christian and religion studies. Yeah, let me pick CRS, let me pick history, let me pick geography. Oh, let me pick social studies. You understand that kind of thing now? So the two subjects that is compulsory is English and literature. So you can now pick any one you wish. Oh, maybe it's economics that is simple. You like economics. Economics is simple, baje. You pick economics. Civic is simple because they drop a list of subject that you can pick any of them. But the compulsory one is literature. If you did not put literature, you are on your own. You cannot get admission in that particular course. And if you did not pick it, you will go and look for courses that does not have literature as a compulsory subject. Do you understand me? So now, this is literature in English now. So the next subject is maybe government and CRS. Yes, government and CRS. It has complete four like that. So that is how you know your JAM subject combination. So let me give you another example. This is a arts department course. Let me give example as for sorry. So let me give example for any science courses now. Let's say I want to study let's say I want to study chemistry for example now. For you science student now, let's say I want to study chemistry now. I do English, I check the JAMB subject combination for subjects. Major is English, chemistry and physics. English, chemistry and physics. So if I did not write chemistry in JAMB, I cannot gain admission because I did not it's not because chemistry is part of the subject combination of that particular course which I did not pick. So chemistry and physics. is a subject combination that is compulsory plus English. So I cannot choose maybe see the minor, I cannot choose maybe the UTME minor will now be biology or mathematics. Biology or mathematics, I cannot pick anyone. English is number one, chemistry number two, physics number three. Then inside the minor I will not pick I did not know maths so let me pick biology, or I did not know biology let me pick maths. You understand? That is it. Now let us go back to the mass communication. Where is the mass communication? Okay, this is mass communication now for where we started the explanation. So now we have talked about how to check our subject combination now. The next one is how do we know our O level subject combination. Now this is the time to calculate your screening point, or you just want to know whether you get you yes, it's also part of calculating your screening point. You want to know whether okay you get the subject combination, you wrote the subject combination for that particular course. Now after you have picked your four subjects in JAMB, so now you are going to check the O level. This O level is for the five subjects combination, because the school will ask for five subject combination. Now how do you know your five subject combination? When you click on the particular course, mass communication, then your O level subject. You want to know the subject combination for the O level. I've taught you how to check the one for the JAMB. Now this is the O level. So now the O level subject combination, major is compulsory as I said the other time for JAMB subject combination. Now minor is less compulsory as I said the other time. So now English in your WAEC or your NECO or your NAPTAP is compulsory. You must have English. You understand? You see comma, the next one is mathematics. Mathematics or general mathematics, anyhow they call it. The comma, next one is literature. So for that particular course, English, mathematics and literature is compulsory. If you do not have A, B or C in the three of them, you cannot choose it. If you do not have A, B, C, if you are having D in English or D in mathematics, D in literature, and you want to study this course, you can't study it. You can't study it. You can't, and it's not possible unless you have A, B, C on it. Unless you have A, B, C on it, and you must have that A, B and C before you study it. You understand? Because it is compulsory, and any compulsory subject you must be having A, B or C. Do you understand? The only subject they have, the only subject that Fuoye accept is A, B or C. A1, B2, B3, C4, C5, C6. So now if you did not have any of those A, B or C's, you can't study it. You understand? You can't study that particular course. So now you have to get A, B or C in either English, for English, mathematics or literature. Let's say you have A in English, B in mathematics and C in literature. Now it now remain for you to choose any other two subjects. You know in WAEC is 9 subjects they used to choose. So we are only choosing 5 subjects here. Now we have picked 3 out. 3 is compulsory. It remain 2. Let's say history now. Let's say you did history in WAEC now. My history is D o. Omo, I did not have history o. I got D in history. Let me choose government. Government is B2. Yes, you will pick government. Government will be your number 4. The next one now, civic. You get A1 in civic or any other one. Civic will be your number 5. You understand? Civic will be your number 5. So that is how you know your 5 subject combination. If the subject in the minor is not on your WAEC, that means you did not do it in the The subject in the minor should be part of what you did in your WAEC. The subject in the major should be part of what you did in your WAEC. Because now, let's say somebody now he did not do literature. There are some schools that does not even do literature in their art department, and they did not do literature in their WAEC. So you want to pick this particular course, mathematics, English. Now where is the literature? You cannot study it. It's not possible. It's not possible. You can't study it. Why? Because no literature. No literature. No literature. That's the reason why you cannot study it. So you have to pick another course that does not require literature. Yeah, you see this next course under it now. You see this next course now. This is broadcasting. Broadcasting now. Do you see literature as the major? No. So maybe the person can now change to any other course that does not have literature in it as the major. Do you understand me? So now this is the particular course. English, mathematics and literature. English, mathematics and literature. When you are seeing English, mathematics and literature in major, means it's compulsory. So in the minor, you cannot pick any other two. Or let's say you saw two in the major, you cannot pick any other three in the minor. Let's say you see only one that is compulsory in the major, you cannot pick any other four in the minor. And those four you are picking, it must be having A, B or C. It must be having A, B or C. Now let me give another example of another. Let's check another course subject combination. Let's check another course subject combination. Let's check. Let's check. I want to check for all this accounting. Okay, let's check this business administration now. Let's check this business administration now. Business administration now. Let's check. For the business administration, for their O-level subject combination, we are having English, mathematics and economics. So English, mathematics and economics is compulsory. Then the minor is commerce, statistics, financial accounts, bookkeeping, secret studies and government and marketing. So the person must have English, mathematics, economics as A, B or C. Is compulsory. Even though he's navy, he did not even get A, B or C, you must have it. But it's when you did not now get the A, B or C, you cannot use it. It's useless. It must be there, but if you did not have it, it's useless. It's there, but you can't use it. You understand? It's there, but you can't use it. It's useless. So now, English, mathematics, and economics is part of the requirement for that particular course. This is business administration. The subject combination for business administration for O level is English as number one, mathematics number two, economics as number three. So in your WAEC, you should have English, mathematics and economics, maybe A, B or any C. You understand? Then you cannot choose commerce as your number four, government as your number five, because you can pick anyone inside there. Anyone inside there. Do you understand me? So now, I've taught you how to do the subject combination for Jamb and subject combination for O level. So let me just check the subject combination for another one now. Let me give you example for subject combination of this same business admin for Jamb. For Jamb, business administration for Jamb. English is number one. English is number one for business admin. Mathematics is number two. I'm so sorry. English is number one. Mathematics number two. Economics. English is number one. Mathematics number two. Economics number three. Then in the major, you can now pick any other one. I hope you understand this. And I'm glad you join us and you are able to finish this video. Thank you very much and God bless you. If you have any other question, you can message me on WhatsApp. You understand? Thank you very much and God bless you.